All right, we're ready to make this site happen. So now that we've created our new Google site, we're going to go ahead and we're going to create an image and a title. This is called creating a landing page. It's also known as creating your home page. This is the first thing that people are going to see when they come to your site. So we're going to start by giving our site a title. How we title our site is in the top left-hand corner where it says Untitled Site. You can go ahead and give this site a name. It doesn't matter if it's not a completely unique name right now. We can fix that when we publish it. So if I call this Grade 5 Science, it won't matter if there's another site called Grade 5 Science in Edmonton Catholic Schools. So I've gone ahead and I've given it a title. Right here in the top of our banner, it still says Enter Site Name. If I just click there once, it'll pull over my title that I just typed. Both of these can be edited at any time simply by clicking on it and being able to change the titles. Now, we also can give our page an individual title. Each page can be customizable to what you want it to say. So in this particular case, maybe I'm just going to welcome everyone. Now, this area in the top of our site is called our banner or our header. Right here, if I hover over it, it says header type. I can change it so that it is just a cover, takes up that whole page. I can have a large banner, a smaller banner, or title only. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to leave it as my banner. What I can do though is I can change the image of my banner. I can do this by uploading something from my drive, or of course I can select an image, which is my preferred way. It gives me options of this beautiful gallery of images and patterns that I can choose from that have already been created and put here by Google. I can add it by a URL. I can search. This is a really fantastic option because it allows me to search for Creative Commons copyright-free images that I'm free to use in my Google site. I can also search my albums or my Google Drive for a specific image. Now just know, in a couple of our later lessons, or if you want to skip ahead now, I do have a lesson just on how to create a custom image or a custom banner, if that's what you're interested in. So right now, I'm going to show you what it looks like if I simply just search for an image that fits with my type of site that I want to make. So here, perhaps I'm trying to create a math site. I can search for math, and it'll find me the different images I can choose from and being able to put on my site. What it does is it actually pulls it across. It adjusts it, it crops it, and resizes it to be that background. Now, if you notice closely what happened, I don't know if you noticed that it changed color a little bit. What happens is it adjusts for readability. There's these 3 little stars in the bottom right-hand corner of your banner. I can turn that off, and then what you'll notice that happens is the picture retains its bright picture, but now my title isn't very readable. And so you can decide if you want to adjust for readability or not adjust for readability for your site, but that's why that happens that way. If you really need your image to stand out, we recommend putting the image on top of the banner and not as its background. Now, are you ready for something really geeky? Feel free to turn this off if you're just getting started. But GIFs are a really fun way to be able to surprise your students, and we can have GIFs as part of our banner. We insert GIFs, or those graphical animated images, simply by putting them in via our URL. So I'm going to search for a GIF and show you what I mean. So I searched for Betty White dabbing because she's the coolest lady ever. And so if I go to my images, I'm going to go ahead and find one that is animated. And once I can see that that's animated, I right-click on the image and I say Copy Image Address. Now, when I'm on my site, where it says Change Image, you'll notice that when I select the image, one of the options was by URL. I can go ahead and I can paste and I can say Select, and there she is. Happy that we know how to make a site. All right, that was a lot of fun. One more geeky extra that we can do is we can actually add a custom logo to our site. What's nice about that is it allows us to pull in some specific colors that we're going to use later for some emphasis. So if you already have a school logo that you want to be able to put on your site, go for it. Also on this page in our course, I've given you access to make a copy of the Edmonton Catholic School logo if you want to try along with me to see what this looks like. So let's put on a logo. To add a logo to my site, up on the title, on the top of the banner, on the left-hand side, if I hover over it, it says Add Logo. It's going to let me select from my drive or upload. So wherever you saved that logo, that's where we're choosing from. I'm going to go ahead and select from my Google Drive. Once I found the logo that I want to be able to add, I say Select, and it's going to go ahead and add that logo to my site. Simple as that, we have a beautiful landing page in order to start putting on our content. In our next lesson, we're going to be looking at how we can adjust the theme, the font, and the color.